Hello, friends. So, today we're going to discuss Class 7th Science, Chapter 7th Motion, Force, and Work. Heading Observe and Discuss. Heading Let's recall. What is meant by motion? What causes a change in motion? We have seen that a change occurs in the motion or the shape of a body when a force acts on it. Now, let us see how work is done when a force acts. Heading Distance and Displacement. Ranjit's house is at place A. The figure alongside shows the distance traversed by Ranjit to reach his school at D. If we do not take directions into account, we find that Ranjit has traversed a distance equal to AB plus BC and CD. However, on doing this, his displacement was equal to AD. Ranjit's displacement from his house to his school is shown in the picture with the broken line AD. AD is a minimum distance along a straight line from Ranjit's house to the school. The minimum distance traversed in a particular direction along a straight line is called displacement. Heading Speed and Velocity. 1. What is meant by speed? 2. What is the formula for calculating speed? When we say that the speed of a car is 40 km per hour, there is no need to specify the direction. But to predict whether a storm will reach a particular place or not, a mention of its direction is essential. Box. Heading Displacement Distance. The length of the route actually traversed by a moving body, irrespective of the direction, is called distance. Distance is a scalar quantity. Heading Displacement. The minimum distance traversed by a moving body in one direction from the original point to reach the final point is called displacement. In displacement, both quantity, distance, and direction are taken into account. Therefore, displacement is a vector quantity. The unit of measurement of distance and displacement is the meter in the SI as well as in the MK's unit of measurement. Heading Velocity. Velocity is the distance traversed by a body in a specific direction in a unit time. The velocity of a body can be calculated by the following formula. Velocity is equals to displacement divided by period of time required for the displacement. Heading Let's find the unit. Table. Heading Task, Speed, Velocity. Under task, write the formula. Under speed, speed is equals to. Under velocity, velocity equals to. Under task, write the unit of the quantities. Speed, distance, and time period. Velocity, displacement, time period. Insert the unit instead of quantities in the formula. You will get the unit of speeds and velocity. The unit of speed or velocity is written as meter per second. Let us now use the above formula to find out Ranjit's velocity and speed when he actually goes to the school as shown in figure 7.2. The actual distance traversed by Ranjit from home to school is equals to AB plus BC plus CD is equals to 500 meter plus 700 meters plus 300 meters is equals to 1500 meters. Total time from home to school is equals to 8 minutes plus 11 minutes plus 6 minutes equal to 25 minutes. Ranjit's displacement from home to school AD is equals to 1000 meters. Thus, Ranjit's velocity when going from home to school velocity is equals to displacement upon total time is equals to 1000 meters upon 25 minutes is equals to 40 meters upon 60 seconds is equals to 0.66 meters per second. Ranjit's speed while going to school. Speed is equals to distance traversed upon total time. 1500 meters divided by 25 minutes. 60 meters upon 60 seconds is equals to 1 meter per second. Therefore, Ranjit did not take the straight route of minimum distance while going to the school. Therefore, the magnitude of his velocity and speed came out to be different. Had Ranjit actually gone by the straight route AD, the magnitude of his speed and velocity would have been the same. Heading: Average velocity and instantaneous velocity. The velocity of an object can change even when it is moving along a straight line. Suppose that a truck is covering a distance of 40 kilometers from A to D in a straight line. That is, its displacement will be 40 kilometers. If it requires altogether 1 hour for this, then its average velocity is 40 kilometers per hour. However, if the truck traverses the 10 kilometer distance AB in 10 minutes, BC in 20 minutes, and CD in 30 minutes, then velocity for the distance AB in kilometer per hour is equals to 10 kilometer divided by 10 minutes is equals to 60 kilometer upon 60 minutes is equals to 60 kilometers per hour. Now deduce the velocity for the distance BC and CD. We see that the velocity of the truck is different in the different segments of the road AB, BC and CD. However, the average velocity for the entire route AD is 40 km per hour. The velocity at a particular moment of time is called instantaneous velocity. The instantaneous velocity can be different at different times. Heading: Acceleration. In the previous example, the truck covered the distance AB at a velocity of 60 km per hour, BC at 30 km per hour, and CD at 40 km per hour. It means that the velocity for the distance CD is greater than the velocity for the distance BC. From the number of seconds required for this change in velocity to take place, the change in velocity per second can be deduced. This is called acceleration. What is the cause of acceleration? Box. Acceleration is equals to change in velocity divided by time taken for change. You know that the truck driver increases or decreases the velocity of the truck by means of accelerator. You might have seen a toy car that runs on a clockwork spring. When it is released on a flat floor, after winding up the string, it goes in a straight line. However, when it hits on one side, it changes direction and keeps going. If it collides on the wall, it stops. It means that its velocity changes. How did this change take place? It happens because the car comes into contact with something external to it. On a football ground, how does the direction of a ball moving in straight line change? We see some player changing its direction by kicking it. When its direction changes, the velocity of the ball changes. That is to say, an acceleration takes place. The interaction that brings about the acceleration is called force. Force acts on the body. Use your brain power. The unit of acceleration is meter per second square. Verify this. Heading: Force and acceleration. So heading, try this. Take a glass marble and let it roll on a big smooth tabletop. After some time, its velocity will decrease and it will stop. On a carom board too, the carom coin pushed by a striker will move forward some distance and then come to a stop. If the coin is pushed after applying talcum powder to the carom board, it will keep moving for a longer time and then come to a stop. What can we infer from this? The velocity of the coin decreases due to the force of friction and the coin stops. If the friction between the carom board and the coin is reduced, the coin keeps moving for a longer time. It would mean that if no force of friction is acting on a moving body, it would keep on moving with a constant velocity. The scientist Sir Isaac Newton was the first to study force and the resulting acceleration. Subheading: Newton's first law of motion. If no force is acting on a body, then its velocity does not change. That is, the body does not accelerate. In other words, if a body is stationary, it will remain stationary. If it is in motion, it will continue moving at the same velocity and in the same direction. You have learned what is meant by force. You have seen that a body is accelerated due to force. Suppose you place the 1 kilogram standard weight, bracket open, see the chapter on measurement, bracket close, on a surface with no friction and pull it with an accelerator of 1 meter per second square. The force applied is called 1 N, bracket open, 1 Newton. Box, use your brain. Acceleration is a vector quantity. Is force a vector quantity too? Heading: Try this. Place a weight of 1 kilogram on smooth wooden surface. Spread some talcum powder evenly on the table. Now, pull the 1 kg weight with an acceleration of 1 meter per second square. Again, pull it with an acceleration of 2 meter per second square. This means that now you have applied a force of 2 Newton. You will have to take many trials for this experiment. Force is measured by the acceleration that it produces. We have learned about the relationship between the displacement of a body resulting from the force applied to it and the work done. We have also learned about the work-energy relationship, and the ability to do work is called energy. Heading: Force, displacement and work. In the figure alongside, a string attached to the wooden block on the table is passed over a pulley and tied to a weight. On applying a sufficient weight, the block will seem to be moving. Which force is being applied here? How can this force be increased? What will happen on applying more force? When can we say that work is done by the applied force? If the block moves forwards, we can say that it has been displaced. Due to the displacement, we see that the force has done some work. Can we measure this work? We know that the work depends on the force and displacement. The following formula expresses the relationship. Work done by the force F. Force F applied to the body into displacement S of the body that takes place in the direction of force. W is equals to SF into S. In the SI unit, the unit of work is called joule, bracket open, J, while the unit of force is Newton, bracket open, N, bracket close, and the unit of displacement is meter, bracket open, M, bracket close. In the CGS system, the unit of work is erg, ERG. Box: If a force of 1 Newton parallel to the surface of table is applied to a wooden block on the table and the block is displaced by 1 meter, then it can be said that the force has done 1 joule of work. In this example, the displacement is in the direction of the force. Thank you.